columnists dwell among troops of the Nigerian military is no longer in doubt. They are beginning to be exposed. Operatives of the Department of the State Services, DSS, have arrested a Nigerian soldier attached to the Muhammadu Buhari cantonment in Tongamaje in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja, for allegedly renting out and selling guns to kidnappers. The operation that led to his arrest took place around Dankogi Park in Zuba in collaboration with members of the vigilante group of Nigeria in that area. These are people that they give information to Boko Haram, they rent equipment to Boko Haram, and those ambushes, that you surprise attacks, these are people that have been working with Boko Haram.
Yes, if you can go to the extent, you can go to the extent of even selling weapons to them, hiring weapons to bandits. You can do much more than you talked about. We've complained in the past that how do people know the movement of our troops to be launching ambushes? Ambushes are one of the most effective war strategies ever because it catches the opponent unawares. You are not even in position, in most cases, to do a fight back because he is seeing you. He's hiding in the bush. He's seeing you. You don't even know the exact location where he is. When Boko Haram killed more than 90 Chadian troops on Chadian soil in one day, it was the result of a surprise attack. And the president said this is the worst attack on Chadian soil. You know?
Under Idris Deby that time?
Yes. They launched a surprise attack. They were not expecting it. More than 90 killed. Some died later. So over 100 soldiers were killed by Boko Haram before the president now led a counterattack where they paid significantly with their lives, you know? So we need to identify the bad eggs in the army. As some people are making sacrifices. Look at in Enugu, unknown gunmen or gun men, as some people call them, attacked a military checkpoint, killed soldiers. Some are paying with their lives. Others are doing their best to undermine the patriots in the army by constantly working with the enemy. I have said before that some generals, some commanders, middle cadre officers, will not disclose where they are going until the last minute. Some will even force their troops to surrender their phones. Yes, I've seen a commander a friend of mine who's a commander told me that it's that bad. Surrender your phones. So when they surrender the phone and the briefing is going on, if any phone rings, he then tells you, put it on speaker. Maybe it's the bad people who are calling to say, when are you moving now? When is that movement going to happen? Tell me, where do we wait for you? This is wicked people, what some people can do just for money. It is now it's such a bad thing. The other day in Zamfara, they paraded a soldier who, along with his wife, gives military uniform to bandits. And even the chief of defense staff on May 2nd complained that this thing was becoming such a problem. He said that a soldier was arrested by covert intelligence team force conniving with a confirmed terrorist known as Babagana, that's in Bama local government of Borno. He also said that recently, that's the chief of defense staff, not Babajide. He also said that one Lance Corporal Abdullah Jibrin, an instructor with the Nigerian Army in Gaidam, committed suicide after he was arrested for conniving with Boko Haram terrorists. You remember that case? In March, 2 soldiers attacked Operation Yaki security office in Kaduna were arrested for kidnapping. They got involved in kidnapping. Also arrested was another soldier attached to headquarters of one division in Kaduna. He was accused of abducting a resident of Doraji in Zaria local government. Another one was arrested while attempting to collect ransom in Dumbin Duse Road in Zaria. These are cases that Irabo, the chief of defense staff, listed out. So it's not journalists accusing the military. That's the man who heads the military in our country saying, look, this thing has become a problem. And he listed those cases and said, look, we have to do our best to identify this fifth columnist, because no matter how hard you work, if there's a fifth columnist within your ranks, he is going to dismantle all your plans to ensure that your military operations succeed, because it can easily alert the enemy. So some Nigerians are doing so much just because of money. They are going to great extent. We need to identify them, and military, if they need to be tied to the stakes in the military formations and gone down, it has to happen. It has to happen. This thing must stop.
Paul, why are we like this? I don't know. Because when you see some other countries, even countries that are not, as big as Nigeria, there's this sense of patriotism. They love their country. We just finished talking about the power sector now. Now we are here now. Even the military, and you know what the kind of regimentation, what they go through before you recruit them. At least I've witnessed the recruitment process in Depot NA in Zaria, the Kaduna State.
Two things beat me about things like this. It's very difficult to psychoanalyze people who are just bent on sabotaging the good efforts of the military. The same way I don't understand those who rape minors. You understand? I don't understand those who rape minors. They are very sick in the head. You understand what I'm trying to say? I think I've had to ask one policeman, what do they normally say? This rapist, when you are there, say it's devil's work. That's what they tell you. That is devil's work.
The devil is
you are the devil. What was the devil wearing? How did this sound like? So the same way I don't understand how you collect money, 300,000, 500,000, whatever, and then you cause deaths to communities.
Yes.
You cause deaths to communities.
Because all those attacks on super camps is going to be as a result
the only
of
good thing I see,
they would have told them
the only good thing I see is that we are not playing the ostrich. At least we know nobody is denying that this is happening. Even the military authorities know it is happening.
No, I like this current leadership of the army.
Because if it's
nothing like propaganda.
No.
If it was
someone, they suffer a setback, they will admit it.
Exactly. If it was someone else, they'll be lying. You understand? Some other people will be lying that it's not happening, or they'll be downplaying it. The only thing I would say is that the same way saboteurs have infiltrated the military is the way we should find a way of infiltrating the camp of the enemy. Planting spies also. It's done elsewhere. You can plant spies, going out with the bandits.
Very risky. It's capital punishment. When they suspect you,
there's a way they can blend you because people that are well trained.
These ones now, they will be going through formal trial.
Because you don't, this is one of the reasons why the fight against terrorism or banditry is intractable.
That's why it's difficult
Many soldiers are trying their best. They are sacrificing themselves. Imagine, they themselves, they are attacked. Just imagine it, somebody you're going to for mission with, somebody you trained with, somebody you are probably living the same barracks together. It's a saboteur. I can't even imagine the trauma a soldier will go through to learn that that person you are eating with, you are going on mission with, is a saboteur. I think we just have, now that the problem has been identified, it is important that the military there are some reforms. What is by reforms? I'm saying there should be a way of detecting these people. They should set up systems to detect them. It's good. This is also good news for us because we are getting them.
But we have to praise the DSS. We have to praise the DSS because when you read about how this operation was carried out, the people who had been detained in the cell of the DSS, through their confession, they were able to know that this guy, this is the extent to which he has gone. Vigilantes, as well as usual security operatives, arrested this guy. And the people in detention spoke about the deals that they've had with him. When they had to pay him 200,000, when they even gave him money, he refused to produce a gun. So the DSS now organized a sting operation. It was that sting operation. For the sting operation, they said they wanted to buy AK-47. He brought AK-47 loaded with 30 rounds of ammunition. When he was coming out of his car to present the gun to them, he didn't know that it was a sting operation. That was how they got hold of him. So the arrest made earlier helped them to get to the root of this. And we need a lot more actionable intelligence. And when we get intelligence, we should work on them.
Exactly.
To hear people, the DSS say, we gave intelligence on this, on that, and for action not to be taken is shameful.
Another thing I could say
all right.
is that...
We have to go. We have to take this breather.
Okay.